In this video, we'll show you how to wrap the bar tape around your handlebar, roll your hoods back down, and insert your bar end cap. Before we install the handlebar tape, we'll want to make sure that our cables are nice and clean underneath. Some handlebars have internal cable routing, so you won't have to take this step. But for bars that do not, here's what you can do. You want to make sure that your cables are nice and tight, wrapped around underneath the handlebar. Typically they're underneath. Once they're in place, you can take some electrical tape and then we'll just tape around the bar to hold the cable housing in place. Once we're there, we can move on to the next step. Our next step before installing the bar tape is to cover the shifter clamp right here. Most bar tape comes with a spare piece of bar tape about this long. Peel off the back. And then place this over top of the shifter clamp. Make sure you leave a little space at the front so you can still adjust your shifter with the bolt. Now we're going to wrap the handlebar tape around the handlebar. There's two ways to start this. Some people like to leave the bar tape hanging over the edge and then push the excess into the end of the handlebar. They then take the bar end plug and place it inside. I've never had good luck using it this way, so what I like to do is just start the bar tape flush with the end of the handlebar and insert the cap later. Now that we have the sticky back removed, we can start wrapping the bar tape on. You want to make sure you pull this really tight as you go. You don't want any slack in the bar tape. And once you get around the end, there we go. I always find it works best to find a pattern in the bar tape. As you can see, this bar tape has 4 dotted lines. I usually like to go right around the third one and wrap at the third dotted line. As we continue with this pattern all the way up until we get to here, and I'll show you a tip when we get there. When we get to this point, we want to make sure that we have full coverage in this area right here. That's because when you roll your hood back, it's only going to come to about here. So make sure, this part gets a little tricky. Make sure you can wrap this as tight as you can right here. And then we'll want to bring it up here. There we go. And then you get another wrap right here. That should be full coverage, and you can continue wrapping the bar all the way to the end. Once you get the bar tape all the way to the end, you can wrap a piece of electrical tape around the end. Now that we've completed wrapping the bar, we can flip our hood back over. Here we go. There we are. And insert the bar end cap. Sometimes these are loose. What I like to do is wrap a piece of tape around the end. I've got one here, just like this. And then it will hold in place when you push it inside the handlebar. And we're done. You can repeat this process on the left-hand side.